What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures? Welcome to another week, another episode of the Losing It podcast. You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach. Very fucking excited to be back in your ears again, shall we say. I was going to say back in your inbox, but I'm not in your inbox at all. You've come to me, honey, and you've found me on your favorite podcasting platform. Now, my loves. Okay, that sounded so awkward then. Now, my loves. Let me tell you something real fast. It seems we have to have another conversation about putting off the things that you know you're supposed to do, aka starting again on Monday. I have had so many messages from you all recently telling me, first of all, thank you so, okay, all right, let me back it up. Thank you so much for listening. I mean that with the most amount of sincere gratitude. I'm so fucking grateful that this podcast is starting to reach more people. The word is getting out. More and more of you are saying, I get the same things in different ways. And I just love it when you reach out to me on Insta and send me a message, because more and more of you are saying, you've helped me with your no BS approach. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we're fucking here for. Because I tell you now, I've said before, I'll say it again, I'm in my 50s. We don't really need to, dig into the details of the precise age. I'm just telling you, in my 50s, I'm 52. I'm in my 50s and honey, I have lived more than I've got left, and it's a harsh fucking reality check. So for all of you youngins who are out there in your 20s and 30s and even your fucking 40s and thinking you've got time, it appears that way. But I tell you, it goes real fast. And if you want to hit your 50s and still be dealing with the same bullshit with food, go right on ahead and do what you're doing right now. Because unless you do something different, you are not going to get a different fucking result. You telling yourself, it's all right, I'll just overeat again tonight, I'll just binge again tonight, it's just one more time, it doesn't really matter, I'll start again tomorrow or I'll start again on Monday, that has what has fucking led you to the exact position that you are now, where you've been dealing with these issues with food for whatever, 10, 20, 30 years in my case. Now, here's the thing that I really want you to take away from today's episode. It's that the reason you're feeling so much, I don't know, angst, upset, disappointment in yourself every single fucking time you overeat like that, the entire reason that you feel like a piece of shit is because you're not supposed to be there. You are trying to live at a level that you have no fucking business leveling at. You've got no business living at this lower level. If you were supposed to be down there, you would feel real fucking good down there. You would feel like, this is me, these are my people, I'm in the right spot and I'm vibing, I'm loving my life. I can't even get excited about it because it's just ridiculous to think that living at a low level, a low standard where you're fucking yourself over day in, day out with food, keeping your dreams at bay, making sure they're there and visible, but just out of reach, and the only person holding them back is you. I mean, I literally don't even know what to say at this point. First up, I will, let me come up with something. I'll say this, kyliepax.com/free course. I have got the free course. I lay it out in 5 steps, exactly what I did to lose 20 kilos. Exactly. You only have to go there and put your little name in the thing. Geez, I'm real specific today. Put your little details in the box and the free video bundle will come zipping into your life. All you have to do then is hit fucking play and follow exactly what I tell you to do. I say it week after week. I have had women now. I had message, like a 3-page message from a gorgeous, gorgeous girl who's been in my world watching me for years. She's got the free course and it has helped her overcome binge eating, overeating, a fucked up relationship with food. And she's losing weight, she said, for the first time in her life with my free content. So please, kyliepax.com/free course. But here's what I will say. Your best self, that 2.0 version of you, that's not a fucking option. And you're thinking, what do you mean it's not an option? Like I could do it or I could not do it. No, you have to do it. You have to reach her. You have to become her, because otherwise you would not be feeling this level of misery. You're all out there acting like it's an option. Like leveling up is optional. You can put it off till tomorrow. You can leave it till next Monday. It's not that big a deal. But why do you think the pain, the disappointment, The agony that you feel within yourself every time you screw yourself over like that, why do you think you even feel that? Because it's not optional. You have to step up and become this better version of yourself. You need to clean up your shit with food. You need to stop overeating, making excuses, telling everybody else what they should be doing, but you're not fucking doing it yourself. Why don't we just point that finger right back at ourselves and take a good hard look and just be like, look, okay, here's the deal. If I really did apply myself, I could probably level up in these 3 ways over the next 3 days. It's not hard. The problem is you're spending so much time and so much energy trying to outrun yourself that you have no energy left to actually apply yourself in the areas that really matter. That is why you're feeling like shit every day. That's why you keep turning to food every single day, because you promise yourself it's just one more time. I'll get it together tomorrow. Let me tell you how this works. I've spoken about this many times before, but I'm going to give you a quick recap. It's called horizon thinking. Horizon thinking is when you mistakenly believe that there is this better version of you just over there on the horizon, and she's going to show up tomorrow. That version of you that's going to wake up tomorrow, she's got motivation, she's got inspiration, she's got fucking dedication to stick to the eating codes that I give you in the free video course. She's got everything required and she's going to arrive tomorrow. But unfortunately, the only person who's going to wake up tomorrow is you. And unless you create her today, she will never join you tomorrow. So let me make it real simple for you. It's not hard, darlings. It's really not hard. You have my 5 eating codes now. Again, they're in the free video bundle. You have the 5 eating codes. And of the 5 of them, the 5th one, which I think is the most important because it truly is the one that's not only going to help you change your mindset around food and eating, it's the one that's going to carry you all the way through into maintenance so that once you do lose the weight, you don't gain it back. Eating code number 5 is called Act Like the Person You Want to Become. I mean, I don't know. I named it so many years ago. I'd probably call it something a bit snazzier now if I was going to rename it. But that's what it's been and that's what it's always been known as. And so we're just going to stick with it. But in essence, it's very self-explanatory. Your only goal every day, the only thing you need to do every day is have the goal of not breaking character. And you're thinking, what do you mean not breaking character? You've got to decide inside of my F the Scale course, I have a blueprint. So all the girls inside of the membership, we have my precise blueprint of exactly what to do and how to do it so that you can rewire your identity. Identity framework is the whole vibe of what we do inside of F the Scale, because if you don't change how you think that you are, if you still think of yourself as an overweight person, as a person who can't say no to chips or chocolate or cake, if you still refuse to change how you think about yourself, well, I guess I'll always be fat. I'm always going to be big like my mom, or I'm never going to be able to do. If you are carrying those stories around, you can lose all the weight in the world, but you'll gain it back because your self-identity hasn't changed. We cannot outrun our own identity. I say it all the time that you're never going to wake up tomorrow and start acting like Beyonce because you don't think you're Beyonce, but you sure as fuck wake up tomorrow and start acting like you, the girl that you believe can't say no to donuts, can never resist chocolate, overeats every night, I'm always binging, I'll never lose weight. That's who you're going to act like because that's who you believe you are. If you don't change your identity framework, then as I said, good luck losing weight. But your only goal each day, the first step is to choose the character of the individual that you want to be. And again, I go into this in excruciating detail inside of F the Scale. So there's an entire course on the blueprint. It's about 3 hours of different videos. So there's a lot in there for you to choose from. I cannot go into it all now, but in essence, your goal is not to break character. The goal of the blueprint is for you to be able to move really quickly between having the knowledge or the information and going straight to action. You're not sitting around dilly-dallying, wondering if you understand stuff, or maybe I need to Google that a bit more, or there's got to be a better way out there. No, you're just already taking action. The other thing that I want to remind you of is to really start to consider the source of the information that you're taking in, because there's a shit ton of people out there who are going to try and give you help and assistance. And there's so much free information. You only have to open your social media pages and people are telling you what to do to lose weight and how to do it. My question to you is, are you taking advice from someone who's actually been in your shoes? Don't take advice from anyone who isn't in the position that you want to be in. And then thirdly, I want to remind you, honey, you have just as much chance of success as anyone else. Nobody's special. I lost 20 kilos, but it took me 30 years. I didn't have help like this. I didn't have a coach. There was no there was no fucking such thing as podcasts. That was not a thing. There was no even internet. I mean, now I sound like a dinosaur, but when I was a teenager, there was no internet. Funkin' Wagnalls, encyclopedias, I think they were called. Like, there was nothing. You're so blessed and have access to so much information now, but don't be overwhelmed by it. The closer you stick to the personal blueprint that you lay out, the faster your life will change. So my darlings, with that, I will remind you, if you do want to get your hands on the blueprint, if you do want to make sure that you've got the eating codes down and you're savvy and you can start losing weight literally right now today, head on over to kyliepax.com/F the scale. Come on, sis. We're all in there and we're all crushing life. We're all crushing our goals. I want to see you succeed as well. Please remember, as I say every week, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. When you step up and decide that you are actually worth the effort, that you're going to stop this bullshit horizon thinking and just telling yourself these ridiculous stories every day that there is going to be this amazing, powerful version of you that's going to show up tomorrow, but you refuse to put in the work to create her today. When you get all of that inside your head, that's when you've got what it takes. I'm sending you a tremendous amount of love. I cannot wait to see you again next week. And until then, gorgeous ones, bye for now.